Travel is more than just ticking off countries. It's about the people, the culture, the food, the moments. I'm Pippa Hudson, and on Wonder the World, I invite you to join me every week as we explore destinations both near and far, with the help of fellow adventurers who share their unique travel stories. Listen to my podcast wherever you get them.
You're with Clement Manyathela.
702.
So we've got the Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi on the line. There was a report by the Gauteng Ethics Advisory Council this week that revealed that several senior managers had failed lifestyle audits and were doing business with the state. So we've invited the Premier to chat to us about what he'll be doing about this, and he joins us now on the line. Before we wrap up at 10:30, I also want to find some time to bring in the Department of International Relations, because I see a lot of you still have questions about the refugees as defined by the US who have left and arriving in the US today. Can they come back? What's awaiting them there? So you've got some questions that I may not necessarily have answers to. So I'll get the International Relations Department to respond to some of your questions. But right now, let's start the conversation with the Premier of Gauteng, Panyaza Lesufi. And I know some of you asked me to ask him a question about the statement that the Gauteng government had actually sent out. The Gauteng government sent out a statement after Kaizer Chiefs won the Nedbank Cup, and I'm trying to find that statement for you. But basically, in that statement, they were congratulating Kaizer Chiefs. Okay, I can't find the statement here with me. But yeah, the statement was released where they were congratulating Kaizer Chiefs, and someone said, "Oh, please, can you ask them about that as well?" So maybe I'll do that. Hopefully, if the line behaves, because the producers are warning me that we may have trouble with the line. Premier Lesufi, I hope you can hear us. Good morning.
I can hear you, Madimecha. How are you, Madimecha? Are you well?
Oh, great. I'm good. We're still nursing.
One day we'll all be
the
fine.
heartbreak from Saturday, but we'll be good.
No. A team from Gauteng won, so let's be fine.
Okay, so speaking of a team from Gauteng, Premier, someone actually tagged me on Twitter and said, "Hey, is this a statement that was released by the Gauteng government? And is it precedent setting? Has it been done before that a team from Gauteng wins and there's a statement sent out to congratulate them on the cup?"
Yeah, they do that. I think our comms team normally issues that kind of statement just to congratulate something good that comes from Gauteng. Yeah, we're preparing one for the team that has just won the relay event in China. I think they've done well to represent not only the province but the country.
Ah, okay. All right. Let's speak now about this report last week by the Ethics Advisory Council in Gauteng, revealing several senior managers failing lifestyle audits, and it was found that they're doing business with the state. I mean, this includes chief executives and department heads. How do you explain this?
Well, that's the price that you have to pay for transparency. Remember, this thing is not regulated. We did it on our own will to say we'll have independent people that are not associated with government either. People that are fighting corruption in their own organization, or people that are part of the Auditor General's office, the SIU, just to look at our ethics and corruption-related matters and advise us on how best we can work this. This is a second report, and on the basis of the second report, they tabled the issues that they've just alluded to, and therefore we have to act. We can't just receive this kind of a report and fold our arms. I'm having discussion with the executive, that is my cabinet, on Wednesday, so that we go deep into this report, because we also have to formally respond to it, and we committed to respond to it in the next 14 days.
Yeah, so these are people that were clearly contravening the Public Administration Amendment Act, which my understanding is that it strictly prohibits government employees from doing business with the state. What does this say, Premier, about your own systems in the province? Shouldn't they be able to prevent this, the systems?
The main fact that we know that doing business with government is because of our own systems. But We are using new systems now, utilizing the interaction of AI and the databases of various government institutions. For example, if you apply for a car, we will use FICA information that will validate whether you qualify for a car, because then you have to declare all your incomes. And if there's an income that is not declared with us, but that declaring the car dealership or with a bank, we'll be in a position to pick it up. And this is as a huge improvement if you check it from the last report that we received from the same grouping. The numbers have gone down. The only one in the Department of Health are two, which is education and health. And those two primarily are reasons, especially education. There are some teachers, for example, during either December or January, they go for marking, and that sometimes is wrongfully categorized as doing business with government, because we're paid for a different setup and have doctors and nurses do work in other institutions. But we will distill the report, but generally we are pleased that outside health and education, the numbers are drastically low if you have to compare it with the previous years.
Okay, so these employees that have been identified, are they still on the job? Have they been fired already, suspended?
That is why still the report. Now that we've received the report last week, we said they must give us 14 days for having executive council on Wednesday to then go through the report. And my assumption is the majority of them, because this is the first report that we've received this year. My assumption is that the majority of them are still within the institution. We just have to check which work or responsibilities they've been assigned in government that are government work, and we can position to take action.
Panyaza Lesufi, Gauteng Premier, look, let me thank you for making time for us. The line is not so good, and I apologize for that, guys. The reason I actually took him so late is because the producers have been trying to fix that line. He was ready after 10, and then that line kept on cutting and coming back. So they've been trying to fix it. So by the time I took him live on air, we thought it would hold. And it only held for only a couple of minutes. So I apologize for that. But I can't continue with that conversation because I don't think the line is going to get better. But thank you for making time for us. Panyaza Lesufi there. It's 7